class! Today for Writer's Workshop, we're going to talk about looking back. Readers do a lot of thinking or reflecting after they have been reading. I want to show you what to do whenever I finish a book. And today I'm going to show you what I do when I finish reading sometimes. I will show you how to stop and reflect. Sometimes I'll write a note down in my journal about what I just read. This is especially important if I want to remember something in the future. And sometimes I'll call my teacher friend, Jordan, and tell her some important things about my book. And a lot of times she ends up reading the same books that I do. Also, a lot of times I just stop and think about the book and what just happened, because sometimes there's a lot going on. Let's look at how Peter Reynolds wrote their book, The Dot, and we can stop and reflect periodically and look back at the end. So, before we begin, every time you think we get to an important part of the plot, I want you to raise your thumb high up in the air, and we can discuss it after we're done reading that section. Okay? The Dot by Peter Reynolds. The Dot. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." "Yes, Jordan." "You think that's an important part?"
Yep.
Okay, we'll see if you're right.
Yep.
Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted, a yellow dot, a green dot, a red dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the red, she discovered she could make a purple dot. Vashti kept experimenting with lots of little dots in many different colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on a bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not printing a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many colors made quite a splash. So I want everyone real quick to get out their journals to a blank page and write down 3 important things that has happened so far in this book. Now I'll give you some time to do that. Everyone done? Okay, we're done? All right. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled, and she handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Please sign it." And this seems like an important part, so we're going to put a sticky note right here so that we can refer back to it whenever we need to look at the book again. So, everyone, turn and talk to your neighbor real quick and give your partner the 2 most important parts of the book, in your opinion. Everyone done? Okay. Now that we've gone over some strategies on how to look back and reflect on what we read, by getting out our journals and putting our sticky note in and talking to our partners, I would like for you all to go with your partners and discuss something about the most recent book that you've read. If you don't remember anything about it, this would be a good opportunity for you to go back and reread your book and journal and use these other strategies to help you remember. Okay? Let's go.